In the year of 2093, a monster of unknown origin suddenly attacks humans, and began to destroy everything, but at the same time, the crime rate around the world continues to increase from year to year. Until 2095 the world government can do nothing and everyone panicked, because they felt that no one would be able to save them. At that moment, the first superhero in human history appeared, and his name was Zero. He defeated countless dark forces and caught the supervillains one by one. He defeated many monsters and even the king of monsters was beheaded. Zero gathered and revealed information about monsters and criminals, and it was he who made mankind truly understand the world. He led the humans' counterattack and the superhero team was created. In 2100 the crime rate in various countries is starting to decline, and the world is gradually returning to peace. But Zero suddenly disappeared without a sound. Next we see Jia Lin, who is kicked out of the house by his sister to find work. But no one knows he is the one who once saved the world, and even his sister does not know about it. Just then Mr. Shishin comes over here for a show. All the girls get excited on seeing him, because he is superhero from the Shishin family. At the same time someone tries to shoot him, but Mr. Shishin saves himself. Then he sees that they are black-handed people, those who are level C criminals. The criminal then orders his men to shoot him, but Mr. Shishin takes away their guns with his power. Seeing this, they go to attack him, but now Mr. Shishin's partners attack them and injure them all, because they were also heroes. But the criminal still does not give up and he again goes to attack Mr. Shishin, but he seems to be more talented than him, and he injures him easily. Just then Jia Lin handcuffs him. Now the leader gets angry because of this, because it was actually Mr. Shishin who told him to do so, for which he also paid him. Now the criminal feels Mr. Shishin is playing games with him, so he angrily transforms himself and says, "Now you see the true strength of a level B villain." Seeing this Mr. Shishin gets scared, but now the criminal injures him. After this his companions also come to attack, but the criminal injures them very easily. Just then John Chen also comes here, who is a level E hero. He then gets ready to face the criminal, and goes to attack him with the power of his laser glove, but the criminal injures him very easily. Still John Chen does not give up and tries to attack him several times, but even after this he could not do anything to him. Now the criminal comes to kill him. Seeing this, John Chen tells Jia Lin to run away, but Jia Lin kills the criminal with his skill in a single blow. Seeing this John Chen requests him to work together, and says, "With my super gear plus your super strength, we will become the strongest superhero team in history." Just then a lady comes here and is surprised to see that criminal dead. After this the lady comes to Jia Lin and starts asking about it. Now John Chen is surprised to see her, because that lady is superhero ranked 3rd in H City, and her name is Miss Han Dong Monu. After this John Chen goes to ask for his autograph, but Miss Dong starts asking about what happened here. Then John Chen tells her everything and says, "I took out my battle gear and fought against the Black Hand, and finally my assistant and I dropped it." But Jia Lin had disappeared from here. On the other hand, Jia Lin comes to his house, where his sister was arguing with her boss, because she wants to leave his company to join Dr. Chin Research Institute. But her boss does not listen to her, so Jia Lin's sister kicks him and drives him away. After this Jia Lin comes inside, but his sister still asks her about getting a job. Then he says that it is hard to find work in this world. Hearing this, her sister understands that he still has not got any job, so she gets very angry with him again, after which both of them start arguing with each other. But at the same time John Chen also comes here and Jia Lin is surprised to see him. John Chen tells his sister, "I am a level E hero, and I am here to invite your brother to be a hero." Hearing about this, Jia Lin's sister could not believe it. Then John Chen says, "Being a hero not only solves job problems, but also gets bonuses, and by being my assistant the Shaoxi group will pay you a salary." Hearing this his sister immediately agrees to him and says, "From now my brother will be yours." Seeing this, Jia Lin forbids John Chen to listen to his sister, but John Chen does not listen to him and says, "Tomorrow I will take you to the Hero Association to register." Now Jia Lin is unable to do anything and has to obey his sister. The next day John Chen takes Jia Lin to the Hero Association, where a big statue of Zero was installed, but there was also statues of some other heroes next to him. Jia Lin gets confused seeing this, because he do not remember that he fought alongside these people. Then John Chen tells him, "Those who are beside Zero are S's level heroes fighting together." But Jia Lin could not understand anything about it. Then John Chen says that this was issued 5 years ago. The world government proposed this bill. This bill divides heroes according to their effectiveness and battle records. and divided from highest to lowest into S's, S and 8 to other levels. But this bill caused a lot of clashes between heroes and many heroes left because of it. After this, John Chen goes with Jia Lin to register first. Now a lady brings them to Yatan, who is a Class B hero. Then Yatan tells Jia Lin, "If you can hold me for 3 minutes you will pass." Hearing this, Jia Lin tells Yatan that I can beat you too. John Chen is surprised by this and he is persuaded, and tells Jia Lin, "Even though you beat the Black Hand with 1 hit, but Mr. Yatan is a Class B hero and he is very powerful." Still, Jia Lin ignores his words and prepares to fight Yatan. Seeing this, Yatan also takes out his weapon, and says, "Apart from you no one ever dared say that. While I am your examiner, looks like I have to see it myself." After this, Yatan comes to attack, but Jia Lin also takes out his weapon and stops his attack very easily. John Chen and the lady are shocked to see this, because this was the first time when someone can take the Yatan's attack and nothing happens. Yatan tells Jia Lin, "It looks like what you said just now was not a joke. I admit you are quite strong, and you are the strongest candidate I have ever met. I have seen many people, but most of them enrolling heroes is for fame only." He then tries to attack him again, but nothing happens to him, and he saves himself from every attack of Yatan. Now Jia Lin also attacks him, but he too easily stops his attack and says, "If this is your true strength, then such ordinary attacks cannot beat me." After this, he again comes to attack Jia Lin, but this time he injures him and defeats him very easily. The lady and John Chen are shocked to see this. Jia Lin comes to the lady and asks, "How many points I got in this?" Then the lady tells that you have got full points. After this, the lady gets shocked and runs away from here. Then John Chen tells him, "You deserve to be my teammate, because you are capable of defeating level B heroes." But after this, the written test of Jia Lin was going to happen, and he gets terrified on hearing about it. After some time, Yatan regains consciousness and finds himself in the hospital, where Miss Dong was sitting next to him. That's when he remembers about his defeat and this terrifies him. Now Miss Dong tries to ask about it, but he cannot remember the specific details. Then she tells him, the newcomer was at least level A, because he was very strong. Then she shows him the written test of Jia Lin, in which Jia Lin answered to every question in stupid ways. And in the last, when asked about his hero ideas, there Jia Lin answered, "I do not want to be a hero, because I do not even understand what this is really justice." This makes Yatan feel that Jia Lin is stupid. On the other hand, the test result is announced and Jia Lin was passed in the test, which makes John Chen very happy. But Miss Dong was also keeping an eye on them. Still, Jia Lin does not give much attention to this. Just then he sees some people who were bullying a boy named Yan Qing. They ask him to withdraw from the association, but he does not listen to them and says, "You are not like a hero." On this, one of them says, "Are idiots who die like Zero also called heroes?" And then he throws him away, but Jia Lin saves him from getting injured. Now John Chen gets angry at them, because he could not bear the humiliation of Zero. But the man again insults Zero and goes to attack him. Just then Jia Lin stops him. After this they start saying, "Do you know who we are? We are a well-known group of Class D heroes, Golden Triangle." That's when a boy named Shenjing comes here. They all get scared when they see him, because everyone considers him unlucky. But he is also a big fan of Zero and they all run away in fear of him. Now everyone introduces to each other. That's when Shizhen tells, "I do not have any friends." But he is a big fan of the 2D character Magician Girl. Upon seeing this, Jia Lin immediately befriends him, because he too was a big fan of Magician Girl. Jia Lin then invites him to join the team to work together. Shizhen gets very excited on hearing this, because he has been a level E hero for 5 years. But this is the first time someone wants to cooperate with him. After this, John Chen also gets ready to work with him. Then Yan Qing asks Shizhen about his abilities. Then they come to know, he makes everyone around him indiscriminately unlucky. However, they think he is joking. Shizhen then tells them that when he was in orphanage, one day the orphanage was completely destroyed by fire. However, he fled and was sent to a new orphanage. But in a few days that orphanage was inundated by landslides, and he managed to live again. Hearing this, everyone gets scared. Then he tells that I was saved by Zero, when he met a monster, and then I decided to become a hero like him. Meanwhile, he punches a pillar in excitement. Due to this, the entire building starts collapsing and many people get injured. Just then Zero's statue is about to fall on a little girl. But Jia Lin saves her just in time, and also asks Shizhen to help the injured people. After this, all the injured people are admitted to the hospital. Out of them, Yan Qing was also badly injured. Just then Shizun comes to him to apologize. But he says, "I will be grateful if you stay away from me." Hearing this, Jia Lin try to understand him. Then Shizun says, "It is true, I better stay away from you. There is no need to pity me." But Jia Lin says, "What I said will never take it back." After which John Chen and Yan Qing also agree, and in this way a team of 4 is formed. After a few days all 4 go on a mission. Because they had received a mysterious letter about a criminal group. Those who were about to trade something special today, and they were accompanied by many criminals with level C. In no time Yan Qing pack up jet boots, with the help of which anyone can fly at high speed. Now John Chen is excited to go there, and then jet boots take him away. On the other hand, the criminal group was dealing with something. But Jinju wants to check the item before giving the money. So these people start a biochemical machine. After which a monster is generated in front of them. And in fact it can also be controlled. Jinju gets very happy seeing this. Just then Jia Lin comes here with his team to stop them. Shizun tells them to surrender for doing illegal biochemical transactions. But Jinju gets angry at them and his men try to shoot them. However, everyone saves himself and Yan Qing snatch away all their guns. Seeing this, the criminal sends the monster to attack them. But Shizun fires it up and puts a packet of spicy bacon in its mouth. Due to which the controlling device stops working and the monster is out of control. Seeing this, Shizun and Yan Qing immediately rush to save their lives. Now John Chen also comes to his senses and gets worried seeing the situation. But Jia Lin was not scared at all and attacks the monster with his weapon. However, the monster did not die from its attack. Rather he falls in the middle of main city. Now everyone gets scared seeing it and immediately starts running to save his life. Meanwhile, a shopkeeper gets a strong bad smell. So he comes out to check, but the monster was standing right in front of him and immediately grabs him. Just then Jia Lin comes here and attacks this monster. But while running, John Chen's condition had worsened. Seeing this, Jia Lin says, "Do you not have jet boots?" Then he tells, "Shoe battery is limited. So it must be used in battle." That's when John Chen notices that this monster is made of water. So he decides to use his water purifier gadget. Now he goes to attack the monster. But during this he gets trapped in its body. After which Jia Lin takes him out. But his idea was working and the monster was turning into water. Now John Chen uses the jet boots and starts rushing towards the monster. Seeing this, the monster tries to attack him. But he saves himself from each of his attacks with the help of jet boots. Now Jia Lin understands that John Chen will defeat this monster. So he keeps his weapon inside. After this, John Chen attacks the monster with his gadget. Due to which the monster gets destroyed by turning into water. After some time Yan Qing and Shizun also come here. They think that Jia Lin has killed the monster. Then Jia Lin tells them that John Chen has defeated the monster. Now Yan Qing looks at John Chen, with whom there was a little girl also, who was actually inside the monster. After this, Jia Lin and her friends bring this little girl with them. Jia Lin tries to get to know about her name and parents. But the little girl do not remember anything about herself. At the same time Miss Dong comes to meet them. Seeing this, Yan Qing and John Chen get very excited. Today Jia Lin and his friends caught criminals and saved the life of a little girl. That's why Miss Dong praises them. But Jia Lin asks the reason for her coming. Then she gives them a drive. Contains a lot of information. Now Yan Qing plays that drive and Miss Dong explains, there have been many charities established around the world. But their goal is to just get humans as experimental materials. And the little girl is one of those experiments. But the child who fails the experiment dies. To know about this, Jia Lin is unable to control his emotions and starts saying, "What heroes have done these years?" He gets very angry, and due to his power everyone's condition starts getting worse. Seeing this, Jia Lin immediately calms down and pretends that it is an old disease.
Thanks for watching part 1. Like and subscribe for part 2.